Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of The Booth. I'm Dennis Swan, and pretty well as usual, as we've been doing the last few episodes, got to introduce the cohorts. First of all, born and bred, Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Josh Silver.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Look at that hat. And from way out in the boonies of Charlottetown, Mr. Tyler Holmes.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, you had the delayed reaction tonight now. Josh
Yeah, you did.
Josh was
Yeah.
quick.
I took the heat on that last time.
You sure did. All right, just have a little Jim Beam and root beer here. Now, well, starting off, we hit triple digits with episode 1, boys. Kudos. Kudos to the boys.
And as of yesterday, we had 7 likes.
We had 7 likes.
7.
Wow.
I don't know if my mom got a hold of it or what, but we bumped up from 3 to 7.
Well, thank your mother. Thank your mother.
Wow.
Well, I got the stats. Episode 1 got up 105. Episode 2's 91, so it's closing. And episode 3, even though it's been up for a couple of weeks, we got 68 for that. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Time to break out the champagne.
Well, I'm having my little drinky poos right now, so I'm kind of celebrating here. One thing a couple of things I was gonna bring up.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second about the videos?
Oh, sure.
You advertised last time that we have a website for people to, or an email address for people to send questions and queries. Did you happen to get any, Dennis? I'm just curious.
Well, I got a couple from.
You got 2?
I've got a couple, mainly from you.
No, what? I
From
thought it
you.
was no. I thought it was anonymous.
No.
And doesn't really matter who it's from. What was the content of the emails?
Well, they seem pretty high on themselves. This person that wrote in, really, as long as they got a mirror, they'll always have a fan club, kind of thing. That's what I got from it. So, yeah. So that's the only thing. I mean, we have 7 subscribers.
That's true.
7 subscribers. Some kind of work in our vicinity. So yeah. But anyway.
Rumor has it the emailer thought that I was pretty hot.
Well, that's what you said. That's what you said.
So is it just he's just talking about himself, is he?
Oh yeah, yeah. And
No mention of the other hosts or people.
no, it's very, very self-centered, I thought.
Boys, I wanted to make sure the email address worked. It seems to work fine.
Yes, and of course that email address is thebooth5150@gmail.com. So simple. It'd be nice to get some people outside the organization sending an email.
Give us topics you want to talk about.
Well, what was I going to talk? Well, all right. Some point in our lives, we deal with something called a treadmill.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Now, treadmill technology, come on. All right. How long have these things existed? Like 60 years, maybe longer. I don't know when the first treadmill was made. But you know what? I still think they're using the same 1940s technology in today's treadmills as they've been all along. Like the chassis of it, it's almost like a lot. It has to weigh about 700 pounds
Yes.
to get it in there. And if you want to get it out of the room, you got to take it apart because they're about 4 feet wide, some of them. And most doorways are what, 3.5 feet?
Yep.
So, of course, you got to take the damn thing apart. Why the hell can't the treadmill companies get with the times? I'm pretty sure you can do carbon fiber motors and chassis and framework and all this stuff. I'm pretty sure you could take easily 400 pounds off these things and make them easier for the people that have to move them who are getting more exercise than the people that are actually using these treadmills. So That's my beef with treadmills. Like, get with the technology, get with the program, folks. Build these things lighter, so that the old farts like us that got to move these things around, we're not in traction.
Yeah, agreed. Cast iron and lead are the two main components of treadmills. And the other thing,
you're not making that up. That's true, is it?
I think so.
Oh, geez, you think so? All right.
I also have used one. We have one in our basement, and after 5 minutes or so, you get bored. So you start kind of looking around and not paying attention, and before you know it, you're running off the side of the treadmill, and then you wipe out, and it's not a beautiful thing.
Oh, well, that's terrible, Josh.
Yeah.
You could hurt yourself.
Good. Yeah.
Should have the camera on you next time you do that, so we can see said wipeout.
Well,
I have long said no one's ever gotten hurt sitting on the couch watching Netflix.
This is true. Now another
Except for
thing.
your heart.
That's slow death, though.
It's not hard. But okay, well, that's my treadmill rant. Another thing, every time I go to Superstore or one of these other places, I always get the crappy cart. Kind that has a chunk of wheel out of it. And you're basically going on two wheels trying to maneuver this thing through because it's making so much racket and it's embarrassing. And it's like, don't they filter these carts out, fix them, or, put them aside, put them in a, pile somewhere. Like it just seems that they just keep leaving them. Somebody must be complaining about them besides me. But like, let's filter them out and then fix them.
Yeah. The other thing is people leaving their garbage in from the previous use.
Oh, yeah, that sucks too.
Days. Yeah.
That's like dirty diapers or something. You don't want that.
Maybe you got a new business venture there for you, Dennis. Shopping cart repair.
Well, no, we'll be infringing on Bubbles' business there. Actually, I wish Bubbles was in Charlottetown. That'd be awesome. But then he resells
it. Turf war.
Well, but yeah, but what that would be pretty lucrative business. But those carts. It's bad enough. I'm going on about them stealing carts and all that stuff. The ones that are stolen are probably in great shape, and they're the ones out of circulation. Then we still got the crappy ones. I wish they'd take the crappy ones out if they're going to go down the street with the damn thing. But
yeah, since we're in the grocery store, one of my pet peeves is you buy a block of butter, and that paper wrapper that's on it is about the most useless cover. You need a black belt in origami to unfold it, and when you don't do it right, it rips, and then the butter's out, and then it's not covered, and you go to cut a slice off of it, and it rips the paper. I've tried to come up with a Tupperware solution for that or something because I hate those things.
You're talking like the foil around the butter when you try and unwrap it? Yeah. That's the weakest shit imaginable.
Right. And what's the point? It's just there to frustrate you.
Then you rip it, and then there's still a piece of foil in there, and if you don't get it right away, go to butter your toast, and you get this piece of foil on your toast.
Right.
And it might be the wrong side. It might be down there, so you're taking a bite out of it, and then you're eating some foil.
Right.
Hey, I'm about to blow your minds, okay?
Okay.
It's called a butter dish. I know.
I have a butter dish.
It's called a butter dish. Did you hear such a thing?
No.
Is it thin foil paper?
It's on the Christmas show, too. He's being an asshole.
Hey, no.
This is supposed to be a nice show. You're bastardizing us.
Just get a dish. You take the foil off. You put the butter in the butter dish.
I do that, but still, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the butter out of there to put in the butter dish. And there's still pieces of foil.
It's then there's butter all over your fingers. There's little bits of paper everywhere, and they stick like magnets to everything.
That's horrible.
I don't know. What butter are you guys buying?
with top grade butter.
I try to support ADL any chance I get, but I'm not happy with their paper wrapping.
Well, thing is, you can just go up the street because they're not far. You know, you can just go up the street and complain about that.
Maybe ADL's in cahoots with Dairy Queen and their cherries.
Hey, man, that's a serious issue.
Well, yeah, I had a comment directed at me about that.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Oh, was the same gentleman I'm thinking of? Anyway, better not mention any names.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I didn't agree with him.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't agree with him. This is I stick up for my brothers.
That's right.
I basically this person said, you know, Josh Silver he's not all there.
Yeah.
Comes to cherries, but I said, well, here's the thing, so and so. We pretty well said we're discussing bullshit right from the start. Mm-hmm. So that's the way it is. Right.
And if he's happy to walk around in a world where cherries aren't part of a sundae, well, that's fine. I'm not going to judge that.
Did you ever follow up on that? Did you ever go back and get a...
No, but I did find out who owns Dairy Queen, and I do intend to do that. So
you're going to send them a letter?
Stay tuned. I might
consternation? All right.
You know what you should do? Send a letter to the Guardian. You'll probably get that published.
You realize how many complainers there are around this city. The letters to the Guardian, I mean, that's probably the busiest office in the place.
All right, so since you opened that can of worms, you just had the 2-week shutdown for, what was it, age 22 to 29, I think?
Oh, you're talking about the recent COVID shutdown?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
So everybody at that age group, I believe that was what it is, please stay home. Please stay home. Get tested. If you're clear, no problem, but we've got an outbreak. You guys are the epicenter of it. Let's nip it in the bud, move on. Then Sook gets on CBC, and I fault CBC just as much for giving him airtime. But he said, oh, I think they're picking on 20-year-olds. Why is it just us? Why not everybody? And I just talk about giving people airtime with silly complaints like letters to the Guardian. Holy jumping.
Were we infringing on their rights or anything?
So he feels.
Well, hate to break it to him, but you know, it was that age group, that cluster. So, I mean, yeah, it's just the way it is. And apparently, well, today there's something about the flights from the UK being for 72 hours. There's not going to be any flights because apparently there's yet another strain, which is like 70% more transferable, or I'm a brain fart right now. But it's, as if the first one wasn't bad enough. Now this new one, it's even worse.
This one's more contagious. Now, do we know that it does the, I'm having a brain fart, the medicine that you take to become immune to it?
You mean the upcoming vaccine whenever we get it, like in October maybe?
Is this new strain immune to the vaccine? That's the worry.
I don't know how that works. You'll probably have to call Dr. Heather on that one. And
when did they say that? Like, I never heard that there's another strain or whatever.
Vicky was telling me tonight there's another strain. It's in Britain right now, I guess, and that's why they're halting all these flights for 72 hours. I don't know what good 72 hours is going to do. Now he's off again there. What's he doing? Anyway, apparently, now that's what she told me. And apparently, this news, it's probably the start of COVID-20 or something. I don't know. Believe me, there's going to be a sequel to it, I'm sure. But anyway.
Well, it could mutate and change and do all sorts of funky things, right?
Viruses do. They do mutate and they adapt and all this stuff. So, but anywho. Josh, did you have anything on the table there, bud?
I do. I'm looking at second strain of COVID. Just a second now.
Oh, he's looking this up.
Okay.
Have another drink.
I'll butt in here now.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that we were talking about a little earlier there, Dennis. Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
I want to know everybody's thoughts on that pop to call horse piss Dr. Pepper?
Now, see, go start the conversation in question with a inflammatory comment like that.
He's being a little bastard.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, do you like
Look
Dr.
at
Pepper,
this.
Josh?
Look at this. I mean, look, I'm all Christmassy here. I got my old tree. I don't even have a backdrop tonight. I kept it low tech. I said, no, I'm going to put a nice little lit Christmas tree up and everything. I said, we're going to have a nice, relaxing show.
Season of giving, season of love.
I am giving.
Come on now. Let's get back to the meat and gravy here. We're meat and potatoes. Dr. Pepper, yes or no?
Meat, gravy, and potatoes.
Dr. Pepper is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm starting to like it. I gotta say, I'm building up a taste to it, and yeah, I certainly like it better than, say, those disgusting Big Turk bars.
Well, yeah,
Miles above those.
I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah, those things, they were concocted in the tar ponds of Sydney. I'm telling you, they should get some more concrete and rebury those things, every last one on the planet. Those things. Now that's disgusting right there.
So I agree with you in the Big Turks. I probably have one every 5 years just to make sure that they're still terrible.
Funny.
But the Dr. Pepper, it's been probably 3 years since I had one, so I'm due for Dr. Pepper reaffirm to make sure it's still terrible pop.
Well, I might buy a Dr. Pepper in the new year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I am due. I'm at my 3-year threshold here, so.
Oh yeah, your cycle?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm starting to. I can drink a Dr. Pepper now without any disgust.
So maybe this time I have one because maybe I'll start to enjoy it. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe you will.
Maybe.
If you don't, at least you tried it.
You drinking it cold or room temperature? What are you doing?
Well, you got to drink it cold, don't you? Or
Yeah.
you drink them room temperature. What?
Cold is better.
I'm just making sure you're doing it right. Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Well, the thing is, though, Josh, like Americans in general, that's a big thing in the States, Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
Dr. Pepper is important, yes.
It kind of ranks up there with your Cokes and Pepsis and.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's
it's
like I took horse piss and thrown it through my dirty sock into a cup.
That's funny. I didn't get that taste at all.
Add a little
I've never had that.
Sweeter.
It's been a while since I had horse piss filtered through a dirty sock. Yeah, I'm at my 10-year cycle with that.
So just looked up the coronavirus second strain. It's 70% more transferable.
Transferable. That's the word I was looking for.
And unknown, but they think that the vaccine will work against it, but unknown.
They think it will. Well,
70%, and it's a highly transferable disease as it is.
So
it was 98% before.
They discovered it in England, but I don't know anything more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Well, you see, this is the booth. We're educating the public.
Remind me, boys, did we talk about Coke and Pepsi earlier? I think we did, right?
I thought one episode we did, yeah.
Coke is better, more superior. We all agree on that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I do like Diet Pepsi, though.
Yeah. Okay, good. Just making sure we don't have a fight on our hands, boys.
No, there'll be no scrapping. This is the Christmas year-end episode. We have to be peace. We have to have peace.
So, in a new little side segment, I call Josh's Closet. No, that's not a good word. Let's
Josh's
see.
Closet.
Josh's Shelf. Josh's Shelf. We're going to call it Josh's Shelf. I have some collector's items. You'll notice behind me is a dandy little propeller from a.
Let me guess. Don't even say. I know where you got it.
Where?
You took it off the Silver Dart in Bedeck. That's the original propeller, isn't it?
No, but I should have. You're right.
It'd be a hell of a lot bigger than that.
It's aluminum. It's
Is it?
awesome. It hangs on my wall. I put it there, like I say, as eye candy. Boom, right there.
Okay, that's
And
good.
the last thing from Josh's Shelf is the remove before flight safety lockout tag for the injection seat of a fighter pilot. That is about the best money you can spend on eBay ever.
Did they say what plane that came out of?
No, but it does have the U.S. patent number and some more information here. And I just this evening started looking it up, and I haven't gotten very far. But I'll get back to you. That's a good question.
That is cool. That and the propeller.
I don't think Tom Cruise actually took these off the jet, but I'm going to get back to you on that as well.
Yeah, well, you don't want to piss Tom off now, especially if you're not wearing a mask. He's taking out on the crew. They're filming Mission Impossible over in Europe. He's clamping down on the people that aren't, following the rules.
Josh's shelf, we're calling it, boys.
Josh's shelf. Well, do I got to do up an intro for that too?
Yeah, please, because I have a lot of. It's what my wife calls dust collectors, but I call them priceless artifacts.
So I know the next thing you can put on that makes a bit of noise. Starts with a K.
Oh yeah. I have my eye on one at the flea market. It's another one along the same lines. I won't give it away, but I'll do that next episode. I even do a little sound off.
Okay, I guess I won't know till the next episode, I suppose.
No, that's a teaser. Josh's shelf, round 2, coming up.
Oh yeah.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Well, all right. Well, that's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I you had some jelly beans floating around. Did you buy those, Josh?
The hot ones?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, last night I tried one.
Now, go ahead.
Just one?
Yeah. I said, well, I did a blind grab in there, and I kind of have some footage, which we're going to put up here. And it won't be very loud anyway, so don't worry about volume, but I'll probably be describing way through it. But I grabbed one, and I said, well, if I grab a Carolina Reaper, I got to eat it.
So,
good man.
What color was this jelly bean?
Well, it was red.
How dark were the spots on it?
I think it was a cayenne I had.
Was it a dark spots or light spots?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I pull up the video?
That's the least spicy of them all, Dennis.
Oh, I thought that moved up. Well, it had some kick to it.
Oh, buddy, you should have Carolina Reaper.
Oh, so what? I'm not out of the hole yet? Is that what you're telling me?
I'd like you to have one of each, please.
One of each?
We did.
Well, you guys are cuckoo, because
no argument there.
I thought I did the blind. I thought that was good enough. I thought, I'm just going to grab one at random. I thought the scale went from less to more. I thought the Carolina Reaper is like the top.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
we lined the ball up.
And I thought I grabbed one.
Well, we got the second hottest one first, didn't we not?
Hang on.
I think Josh bought them. Sadistic bastard he is.
Yeah,
They're
holding up the bag.
bean boozled jelly beans infused with peppers. So I'm going to do one of these bastards.
So do you still have them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, give me green.
Oh, there you go. That's total random grab. I'll give you that. We don't see it, but that's all right. I see it's random.
Good. Well, okay, it might be a cayenne one.
All right. So it might be a cayenne. This is
Color.
so that's.
So, all right.
It had like white spots on it, I think. So
Yeah, no, you didn't get the hot one.
all right, now I'm in the process here. Chewing.
There it goes.
Yep. These are just fucking jelly beans.
Oh, he's coughing.
Oh.
You got to watch it right till the end because
Yeah. Whoever invented these sadistic.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
After remarks,
I
Josh.
did it.
Now,
Still alive. I don't think I took a Carolina Reaper, but
so
they
now,
are hot for jelly beans. Anyway, back to the show.
yeah,
The Christmas spirit was in there, was alive.
yeah, the cat was in too, knocked over the garland there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so, well, at least I did something. I did,
Oh, me and Josh did the Carolina Reaper, and it just kicked us.
Man, we were not in good humor for a couple minutes there, eh?
well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I might do the Carolina Reaper, just with anything to shut you up.
Well,
And, we'll see how I
We
do.
did it. We did it just like I did the peppers. We tried at least to line them up mild, like medium, and then the very hottest. And we ate them one at a time, mild to hottest. It was intense.
I don't know if I'm that brave, but anyway.
well, we got the second hottest one first, so that
Yeah,
like
that
numbed
didn't.
us.
Okay, so what's
Yeah.
the second hottest then? Habanero?
No,
Yeah.
it was.
What was it? What's on the package? You have it in front of you?
I don't have it in front of me now.
No.
So on the package, they're kind of mixed up a bit. There's like an orange one.
Yeah, that's true.
Straight orange one is hotter than the orange one with spots.
Yeah. Well, I think there's
Sriracha.
habanero and cayenne and jalapeno.
Yeah, like there's a green one. The green one's not hot. The other one's, but
Yeah, it's a jalapeno, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, yeah. Well, I was
Well-
hoping for the green one, but anyway.
We were kind of numb from we ate the second hottest ones. We kind of numbed us right till we got to the Carolina Reaper, and then the Carolina Reaper just like burned.
Yeah. You guys are, you're suckers for punishment.
I
But
hate to
did
be
it.
the guy, Dennis, because you're our fearless leader, but we never saw video on gummies, buddy.
Working on it.
We're working on it.
Won't be this week. I mean, this week's kind of, she's kind of busy, right?
No, this week is baked goods. We'll give you that. I got no
Well,
problem.
I imagine I'll be in there.
Gummies in the baked goods. Bam, done.
What?
Put the gummies in the baked goods.
Oh, yeah. Grand idea.
Put them in your stocking. That's a good stocking stuffer.
Guess
Get
what?
up
I
and do a
didn't
happy
screw up.
dance.
Ah!
You're nailing it, buddy. You are nailing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Imagine that. Doing an episode, you don't have to do it 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Anything else, Josh? What do you got?
I got a couple things.
Yeah.
I think it was in the first episode, another little segment I call Pieces of Shit. I don't know if we're cursing on this show or not. And I want to add one person to that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's assistant.
Oh, okay. All right. When did she do something new or?
Not new, but she's not being cooperative. She's going to go to her grave just like Jeffrey did, with a wake of humans that have been destroyed because of her. And she was completely complicit in everything he did.
Sure.
So,
Sure she was.
yeah. So I just wanted to add her to the list. I have a running tally.
Oh, dear.
So I did go through that list, didn't I? First episode.
You had a few on there. Yeah.
All right. Just quickly: Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly,
R.
and
Kelly. Yeah. I remember that.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah. Well, like I say, if I had a list of pieces of shit, it'd mainly be, like child molesters, animal abusers,
Well,
there's not a
Yeah.
cesspool big enough to throw them in,
agreed.
as far as I'm concerned. So
The only consolation is those scumbags usually don't get treated well in prison. So
if they can get to them,
if they can get to them,
if they can get to them.
yeah.
But
one more topic here, boys. I don't want to, unless you want to talk, Tyler. I don't
Well,
want to
go right ahead, Josh.
Well, you fire with your topic.
All right. Well, I don't think it's been any secret. I'm a big believer in alien life. There's a whole nother topic we should come up sometime and just talk about that. So I think I said online before that, you know, if you believe in mathematics, it's almost a guarantee there's some sort of alien life out there, whether it's an amoeba or intelligent beings more intelligent than us. That's up for debate, but there's just got to be life out there. Anyway, reading in the news recently, and the Israeli, sorry, my phone died on me here. The Israeli space security chief, now retired, came forward and said that there's absolutely life, and he's got proof of it, and I went right on. Now we're going to open the vault. I'm going to be vindicated. And then he went on about how there's an intergalactic federation and there's a base on the dark side of the moon, and they're in cahoots with the U.S. government. It kind of went down a rabbit hole pretty quick, but the headline was good.
An intergalactic treaty?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's actually been a treaty in existence since 1967, the Outer Space Treaty.
But that's with
That's involving the moon and satellites, but still it's outer space and it is a treaty. But not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
But it's basically who can land on the moon. You know, the moon is basically, it doesn't really belong to anybody. I mean, anybody can go up there. Like if we had the money, I mean, hell, we could do a podcast from the moon if we could.
Yeah.
Well, there could be a base on the dark side of the moon. How do we know? We can't see it.
This is true.
Well, I
very
thought
true.
Pink Floyd touched on that, you know.
He said, and I quote, "There's an underground base in the depths of Mars where there are American astronauts and alien representatives. There is an agreement between the U.S. government and aliens. They signed the contract with us to do experiments here."
Does this mean there's aliens on Earth?
Yeah, that's what he claims, that they're working, the military is working shoulder to shoulder with the aliens, and they've made an agreement that they can come to Earth and do experiments on us. And I don't know. It is interesting to me that it seems to be pretty high on their list for being highly intelligent beings to continuously that one. That, you know?
Okay. Well, you cut out for a second there.
Maybe
But
it is like anal probing people.
Say again?
Who knows?
What'd you
Maybe
say?
it's like anal probing people.
Could be
alien.
fetish. Could be fetish thing.
Well, you know what? How about all the child molesters and animal abusers be the first ones to get big probes?
We could be, for all I know, for all we know, we're on some pay-per-view special in another galaxy, and Earthlings Gone Wild.
Or maybe the booth is hitting that base on Mars.
It could be. They could be our other 4 likes.
Well, then if they don't want anybody knowing about it, better load up on those shotguns, boys. Keep them by your bed tonight, you know, just in case we get any, visitors in the middle of the night.
If you've ever seen Independence Day, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly. But intergalactic treaty. Yeah, that's one that's been kind of going around in the news. It'd be interesting to read it, that's for sure. But probably one of them things, probably 1,000 pages long, just worded, like a lawyer wrote it, basically.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
But, well, getting back to Earth, if you're done, Josh.
I am. Go ahead.
This is a little more, it's kind of a thing I've had on my plate for a while. It's basically a lot of major centers in Canada, like your Vancouvers, your Calgarys. They got the sex doll rental service.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
And what kind of fascinated me about the article is the detail they go through to clean these things.
Mm-hmm. Which is a good thing.
Well, it is. It is. And I can't, some points here. I mean, well, starting off, the whole thing takes place while the body of the doll hangs from a hook over a tub to catch the water and soap. Now, I've seen crime scene photos kind of like that. So that'd be kind of a disturbing thing. You imagine cleaning the place and then you go in and there's, a doll hanging, on a hook. But they rent, and this particular place has 14 dolls, 13 women, and one guy. And they are rented out at a cost of between $189 for 2 hours or $289 per night.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
You could just go and wish and buy your own for $100.
Buy your own? No. The thing is, you'd need $2,500 to $3,000 to buy one.
Can I?
Wish has them cheaper than that.
What?
Can I interrupt with a quote from an article I'm reading?
Okay.
In reference to cleaning the dolls.
Okay.
Quote, so we disassemble the doll. We take out any removable orifices. We take the head off. Then we proceed to rinse with hot water to get any surface bacteria and surface solids removed.
Yummy.
Then they add antibacterial soap. And they even go over it with a black light. And you probably got the same article I got. And listen, I'll tell you, this is cleaner than any human. I mean, hydrogen peroxide. Oh, and they got sponge on the medical pincers. And I mean, but thing is too, they have personalities too. All right. Ariana is a 26-year-old bikini model from Venezuela. Ella comes from an Icelandic clan of mushroom forest elves where women are forbidden from refusing sex to their lovers. I gotta get the number here. So. And Cameron, the sole male of the bunch, is pretty well up for anything. He's not as popular as the women. He's still pretty busy. But, yep, so $289.
There you go, Dennis. You got two business opportunities now: shopping cart repair and sex doll rental.
Sex doll rental. Have that stable.
So they must talk and stuff, do they? They must be like atomic, like.
Do you care if they talk? If they look like, if they're from an Icelandic clan of mushroom forest elves, you're just captivated with their appearance.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, for them to cost that much, right? You go on like Amazon or Wish, you can buy sex dolls pretty friggin' cheap.
So, what were you planning to do? Are you going to take it out for coffee at Tim's or something? Have a chat with
it? Take it out for a little date, you don't want to be like, seem like you're taking advantage of the woodland elf or mushroom elf, or whatever it is.
I could see it cruising in your car, going down University Ave. This pointy-eared.
That's a pretty tight niche fetish. Mushroom farming elf. I don't know.
Mushroom forest elf.
Excuse me, forest elf. When I was Googling,
I'm intrigued.
What?
I'm intrigued.
I think they're doing good business, I guess. So a lot of people intrigued with it.
So how many cities? You said Vancouver and Calgary?
Calgary. I think most of your major cities have these places.
Wow.
So there you go.
Boy, oh boy. I was just Googling that while you guys were talking, and siliconelovers.com. I guess that's for all your needs if what we're talking about is.
Oh, boy. Yep. I get the feeling I'm going to be doing a whole new disclaimer for this show, too. As if dealing with diarrhea and genitalia in the last episode was not bad enough. Now we're dealing with this.
And the
Well,
world.
we
is-
didn't deal with
sorry I brought
diarrhea
it
yet.
up
It's
now.
not-
Say again?
I'm
we
kinda
didn't deal
sorry.
with diarrhea yet, so
The what? I didn't
Yeah.
have
we didn't deal with any.
We have you on
So-
tape, I think, don't we?
Yeah, but not this episode.
Oh, not this. Oh, you want to go revisit?
I'm
that?
talking about the previous episode.
Me too. I was talking about the whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world's a wacky place. I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. It's full of kooky-doo people, I'll tell you.
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, who am I? Who am I to say? Who am I to say?
True.
Anything else there, Mr. Silver?
I'm good. I'm cleaned out.
You're cleaned out. Well, something I was going to bring.
Okay.
What? You got something there, Ty? Or?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Since it's Christmas,
Mhm.
favorite Christmas movie.
Oh boy. Elf or Home Alone? I'd say Elf.
I've never watched Elf.
What?
Oh,
You never seen Elf?
awesome,
I've never watched it.
Oh,
buddy.
Dennis, you're missing out.
I highly recommend it. It's good. Do you like Will Ferrell?
I'm 50-50 with Will Ferrell. Okay? He can do a movie sometimes, and then there are other times he just gets plain annoying and he takes over everything and he starts screaming and that's like I got to shut it off. He's 50-50.
Kind of like Jim Carrey.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, and I mean, there are a lot of, I could name, Me, Myself, and Irene. That's a laugh factory. That one. I love that movie. And of course, Dumb and Dumber. Even the second Dumb and Dumber, I didn't mind. But if I was to pick a Christmas movie, Christmas Vacation, me, obviously. It's
Yeah.
probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Christmas Story.
Took place in Cleveland. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I knew that was going to kick in there at some point. But
Yeah, I spoke to
I
you
think it was
quick,
filmed in Canada. It wasn't filmed in Cleveland. I think it was filmed in like
buddy.
Niagara or something, but the setting took place in Cleveland. And you got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, so I can't really bastardize your home city. Well, at least not in front of you anyway. But Bad Santa too.
And Die Hard and Bad Santa. Yeah, I spoke way too quick.
You did. Die Hard, like people say Die Hard ain't a Christmas movie. They're so full of shit.
Yeah.
All right. But what about you, Ty?
It's been
Since
a
you
while.
brought it up,
Well, it's been a while since I've seen Die Hard. I should rewatch it.
Oh,
But for me, it either has to be Elf or Christmas Story.
Christmas Vacation? Yeah, Cousin Eddie and the shitter? I mean, who puts that in the Christmas
No, the Christmas Story or whatever it is. One with Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Shoot your eye out.
Shoot, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Bumpus Hounds.
My favorite part of it is when Santa kicks him in the face down the slides. That's just great.
Well, I just got a kick when they put him and his dress and his brother and him up. They put so much clothes on them, they can't put their arms down. And their arms outstretched,
And
Starfish.
their aunt sewed them the pink bunny pajamas.
Yes. And then when he got that leg lamp,
Fragile.
Fragile, and I got a Christmas ornament of it too.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I don't know where the hell it is. It's buried somewhere, but that was awesome movie. Awesome movie.
They go to the Chinese restaurant because the Bumpus Hounds ate the turkey and they're singing, rah, 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 rah.
Rah, rah. And Stut Farkas, remember him, the bully? He had that evil laugh to him.
Yeah.
I think he died, actually.
Oh yeah.
Stut Farkas. I
think he fell off the rails, didn't he?
I don't know. I thought he died, but I'll have to research that. We don't want any false stuff going on here. But let's see. I was just thinking now. Do I have enough? Oh yes, something I was gonna. May do another share screen thing here. Our Displaced Left Turn that we now have in full operation.
Yes.
I went through it, and I had the old dash cam going, and I thought I would share with, the good people of, Canada anyway, what it's like to go through this turn. And went out for a Sunday drive, and anyway, here it is.
The first turn of its kind in the whole country.
In the country. All right, here I am.
I hear any cars going way down.
I'll tell you, that Corolla just, yeah, we're just heading towards the airport now. Yeah, we're coming down to the advanced arrows here. Turning the circle.
How'd the cops not catch?
What's that?
How'd the cops not pull you over?
I'll tell you, that's how slick I was.
Here we go.
Coming up,
Here we go.
the advanced lanes here.
Here we go. Crossing across traffic here.
Well, I'll tell you. Here we go. Now, yeah, and I actually had a yellow light through there. Just made. Now, here you go. Now, see, oncoming traffic. It's stopped here. Holding that back. Now, and there you go. Lickety split.
Boom.
Went through it. And now this light up here had to kind of speed up. I could swear that light took about 2 or 3 minutes for that to actually change. But I think through the miracle of some really good editing, it's not quite as long. At least I hope not. Okay, this can't be this. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. No, we're fine. So there you go. Go through, and you're on your way to Surrey. Why, I don't know, but you're heading down there anyway. And here we go now on the way back. Now
Should be going to KFC.
And look who happens to be, looks like a black Dodge, and there's Josh, who I pass on the way way back home. So there you go. Nice.
Oh, I'll be nice. I'll retract that.
I saw you driving that Dodge, so.
Out of direct.
Yeah, I did.
Listen, I got to ask you, how the hell you trusted him with your truck?
Yeah. Tyler be the least likely to wreck it than me, I'd say.
No, not at all. Don't let me see him in that
What are
truck.
you saying, Dennis?
You're a bit of a maniac. That's all I'm going to say. Can you imagine him handling that Corolla? You see how fast I was barely staying on that bypass.
Surprised
If I gave it to him, he'd be like that Porsche that was in the friggin' did the old loop around. Remember at the lights there, that jerk off from a couple of years ago? Ugh.
Right up on the meat.
Oh, yeah. Wreck Daddy's old gift he bought him.
Yeah. Well,
Nah, I'm sure he
why
handled
let
it
off
just
the
fine.
gas when you can just?
What's that?
I said, why let off the gas when you can just keep your foot in it and drive over Marie and,
Hammer down.
you know?
Yeah.
So, you boys ready for Christmas? You got your shopping done?
Nope. Nope.
You're going to
I'll
You're not
be
getting
scrambling all week.
panic on the 24th for you, is it?
It always is.
Yeah.
It always is. I mean, I'll tell you, I think Tyler and I kind of started early. Because we were ordering, I think I was ordering stuff a couple of months ago. So, I mean, it's not that I was starting late, it's just I kind of lagged a bit between then and now. But, I did better than I thought I would do. But I still got a few things.
Yeah.
What about you? You done?
I'm pretty done, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
I envy you guys. Tyler's pretty well done, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Are you? Well, man, it must be nice.
I'm not proud of it, but we did a lot of online shopping this year. I'd rather buy local, but COVID and all that, it was easier.
Yeah. Well, that's good, boys. That's good. No, like I said, I wish I was that disciplined to do that, but I'm not. So I just accepted it year after year. I'm a horrible Christmas shopper. I never buy the right stuff anyway, so I've just accepted it. I'm just a crappy shopper. That's my lot in life.
I hear you. I'm the same. I had to get into a habit of buying stuff early a bit because it takes so long to get stuff to Cleveland. It'll take at least a month to ship stuff. So
A month?
yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know why you just. Well, no, I guess you can't come over because I can't ship to the U.S. But
Well, what I do now is I'll just buy it on Amazon and look for people that ship to US and just do it that way, and that's so much easier. I used to buy it here, then put it in the post office here, and that's just too much hassle.
all that would cost a fortune.
Yeah, it would cost about as much to send it as it would to buy whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd say we're pretty well out of time. Unless you got something, Ty.
No, I can. No, we're good.
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
I'd like to say I hope everybody out there who tuned in is gonna have a nice holiday, and let's hope that 2021 brings bit more of a light at the end of the tunnel. That's all we can hope. And but let's all be thankful for what we have and all that, and maybe next Christmas we'll be back to somewhat normal and have friends and family over and all that stuff. But we could have it worse than a lot of people in other places are having. So we're probably pretty fortunate where we're at. So, but anywho, from my end, I'm Dennis Swan, and looks like we're out of time here. And for my colleagues Josh Silver and Tyler Holmes, I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and have a good night. Good night.
Merry Christmas, everybody. See you, boys. See you in the booth next time.